Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey guys,
What's up?
ladies,
What's up?
how
What's
you
up?
doing? It's
Um,
Wednesday. We're back. We're back in the place. We're back in the
Damn, my
building.
head look big.
Your head look big. My
Shit.
head look big. That's that new.
Damn.
That's that 4K laptop. That's that.
Ooh,
Oh, you rich. Oh yes.
I'm tired.
Yes, she's effing tired because guess what? She's been traveling throughout these United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tired because we're here at ATL Second Chance Thrift Store
Mm-hmm.
because all we do is work and motivate and work and motivate and
You're
work
funny.
and motivate.
Hey, I don't even have my
So,
stuff.
LA, what's going on? How was your week? Tell us about this Bitcoin raising up
Listen,
on
I don't even
everybody.
know.
Tell us like
First
you
of all,
rich. Y'all had $20,000 days this weekend. Like we want to know all about
listen,
that. And you was in Houston, H Town stand up.
listen, Houston, y'all don't owe me no food. Say that.
I never ate that.
Listen,
I didn't experience that
oh my
food,
God, the
Houston.
food is it's so good.
In Houston,
But
is it? What's the but? Spill it, girl.
MNF and
Spill it.
tired.
MF
But the
and tired.
convention was amazing.
You was there for like 50 days and 40 nights.
It felt like that too
I
for a
know,
minute.
like you was gone all week.
Yeah, I was going
Dang,
to
must be
and I
nice,
had no
but
beach. Ooh, I
retarded.
don't never go nowhere
The
that
beach
long.
is
And not
in
be at the
I know,
beach.
right? But the beach is in Galveston, so you would have to drive like south. But
I've
it's
never been nowhere
yeah.
that long without a beach, so I haven't. So that's kind of awkward for me. But anyway, um,
Yeah. I went to Missouri.
so yeah,
Shout out
Bitcoin to the moon.
Bitcoin did go to the moon.
Yeah.
And then it dropped down.
Man, hold on. It wasn't just Bitcoin.
It was
XRP, which is Ripple for y'all that don't know. ETH, Ethereum.
Ethereum. It went up, but it went back
No,
down.
it went down. Everything just plummeted, but
yeah.
Everything went to an all new high.
Yeah.
US 30 was at an all new high. And now it's just been selling like
except
hell.
Gold.
Yeah.
Gold is down.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You should have bought gold.
So,
but now it's the time to buy gold because buy low, sell high.
Yeah, that's if y'all trying to buy that stuff. Listen.
Yeah.
I trade it, so I don't have to purchase it. So. Let me get my coins that way real quick. But yeah, it was really nice. I did, but I am tired. Why am I so tired today? Well, you know what?
What?
When I got yesterday.
Okay.
So I got in.
What time? Because you didn't even call.
Girl, I got in late Monday. I was up all day yesterday just trying to get this loan stuff, you know. Don't let move to the money move.
Don't let move to the money move. So you still doing? So you was working while you was there too?
Somewhat, a little bit. First thing in the morning, but you know I don't do the weekend, so yeah, don't nobody do no weekend. So yeah, I work.
But you was there since Tuesday.
I work.
But you went to Beyonce house though.
There ain't no house there.
But I'm saying
it's a lot, and it has a big sign that say Beyonce block.
Yes.
No, ain't no damn house.
Okay.
The house is gone.
Listen, visualization. It is in the hood. It is.
I bet they want a fortune for it.
Yeah.
However,
it has sold for $500,000.
However, there's another there's a area where we stayed at was really nice. It was like about 5 minutes outside the city. Nice views, but the mall, right?
You said you like that mall.
Yeah, because it's like Linux on steroids. You know what I mean? Like they got everything there. Like the whole second floor ain't nothing but
premium stores.
The whole second floor. I mean the entire second floor.
The entire section.
Anything you could think of, it was there.
Well, I'm glad. What did you buy me? Oh, your ass was quiet.
What size should you wear, girl? About
8.5. Did you end up mailing them?
Yeah, I mailed them.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's what you have to do because who wants to pay that for on the plane?
First of all, we was in the store. I'm seeing all like our crypto educators and stuff. We seen a lot of people that was at the convention with. Just everybody shopping. It was crazy though. So I went to a particular store, and the girl was like, we get commission and everything. So I'm like, let me see this boot. Okay, I'm like, 'cause I need some boots on this, I'm like, let me. I was like, let me see this one too, and then let me see this one. And she was like, okay, well, which one you gonna get? And then I was like, let me just get all of them. She was awesome. She
You
was
say,
like,
"Oh, you got money,
no,
money."
she was like, oh my God, just put me on the board. I'm so like the girl was
Yeah,
just, I was just like, what are you talking
cause you
about?
rich.
No,
You
I'm
changing
claiming it.
lives.
I'm
Yes.
claiming it.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, yeah. Every day we
we
claim
on our
that.
way. We on our way.
Yeah,
But
we claim that. We
it
both
was
check
just
check because I don't know what's going on with that
yeah,
computer.
this has been crazy. But it's crazy the girl, and I think maybe because I never worked a job
A
where
commission.
yeah.
Yeah, because you be excited as hell.
Uh,
I started off at Macy's in the shoe department. The men's commissions checks used to be $1,100,
mm.
but now then they changed their commission, so it ain't even worth
Oh
it. But
no! So I just
I
didn't
would rather much
understand. I was
work
just
off
like, "Wow,
commission
this."
than
And I'm like, "What's up? Like, let's go to
because what is
lunch."
your motivation? Did you go to lunch with the girl?
No, she couldn't go to lunch, man. But I did go get the cheesecake from the
Mm.
Cheesecake Factory.
Oh yeah, well you could have did that at home. You did too much eating though.
Girl, we was waiting on somebody else,
Oh okay.
so it all in all,
It
I
was a good.
got where I went for Doc Spills. Man,
You feel motivated.
yes,
Okay.
I'm
As
always
long as you feel
motivated.
motivated,
But I
you
ain't
know.
gonna lie. I was not focused. I was trying to. I was trading. It was not. I mean, I made some money, but then like, yeah. As soon as I got home, I gave it back to the market. It's
Yeah.
all good though.
You won or lost on the
I
market,
made money while I was there,
but then you gave it back.
and then I ended up what we call giving it back to. We had lessons. You know what I mean? Where trade don't do what you think it's gonna
Yeah.
do.
What
Yeah,
trade was it?
I lost about 1,000,
Oh, that ain't
but it ain't bad.
1,000 ain't bad.
My
What happened with
account
your
can't
stop
handle it.
loss?
Child, I don't know how many
Yeah.
percent stop loss.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I was not over leveraging or nothing like that, so it's cool. I was pissed though that
Mm.
it was a loss because I would have been ahead of my compounding plan. So,
Okay. Well, they don't know what that is, but we'll have to share that one day. One
but
week
anyway,
we'll have to talk about trading.
actually, I'm gonna invite y'all out. We having some here in
Oh,
Atlanta, the community. We're gonna do some.
okay.
Um, Matter of fact, I'm doing something November 30th.
November 30th. Mark that on your
Mark
calendar.
on your calendar.
November the 30th.
Yes.
It's a Tuesday.
Yes, it is. I'm not.
Taco Tuesday.
I'm not paying for weekend prices.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
not.
Hey, that's fine.
But we're gonna have fun.
But
But
shout out to Sabrina because I see you got her hat on.
hey, I'm gonna rock my girl stuff.
Yes,
Trap.
honey. Trap.
Man,
But that's
like
that.
where else do I start? Like,
So
yo,
November 30th,
November 30th.
LA is having is presenting an event.
Yeah, yeah. It's a
Um,
level up. We're doing a level
I'll
up
be in
event.
attendance.
We are
So
definitely
then
doing
we are
it.
just gonna make this a lipstick and lies extravaganza.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh yeah, come
cool,
on, because we're
cool.
gonna have some fun.
All right,
It's
I'm
different.
ready.
It's gonna
It's
be
gonna be some
different.
games.
I ain't gonna
We're
tell
gonna
you. It's
learn
gonna
some
be different.
trades, and that's fine. I'm
Once
with
the
it.
flyer hit, you
I
you be
mean,
like, okay.
I'll invite a few people that I know that want to trade.
I'm telling you.
But
Tell me about Missouri. You went to Missouri. Tell
birthday
me.
party,
Yeah, it's your brother, right?
yeah, turn
Mm-hmm.
up.
Yep.
Shout out. Beep, 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 beep. Shout out to
Ba-ba-ba.
everybody that was there for plenty much love, as my brother say, PML.
Pretty much
Um,
love.
yeah. Of course, the legend shows out wherever
Mm.
he goes. So that I
Girl, the legend.
digress. I digress.
Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, listen. We got an awesome show today.
Yes, we do.
We're talking about some things that you gotta hear to
Mm-hmm.
verify or just to acknowledge if you are hindering yourself from your full potential.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times people don't even realize the only thing that's stopping them
Mm-hmm.
from getting to the next level is the person that you see in the mirror when you wake up.
Exactly.
That person that you see in the mirror when you wake up is a motherfucker.
Hmm.
It's too early to start cussing. But it is.
Right.
But it is.
But it is.
Because you are your biggest critic,
Mm-hmm.
your biggest hater, when you should be the main person that's cheering for yourself
Right.
at all times.
Right. So,
Negative talk. That's what it's called.
right. But our topic is exactly what is holding you back. So, people allow a lot of different types of uh elements to hold them back.
Okay.
One thing you already said, you hold yourself back. I mean, ultimately it's always going to turn back around and be you. It's no one else, because it's always based on the decisions that you're going to make for
Right.
yourself.
Right.
Now, the biggest one that I think hold people back is distractions of other influencers,
Such as,
such as family,
yeah, core beliefs.
such as family,
Core
such as
beliefs.
friends. And what I mean by the distractions of influencers can be anyone. I'm not talking about like a social media influencer or whatnot. I'm talking about those people who you are close to, who you are worried about what they're going to think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you can put social media in it too. I mean, hell, these days people do everything for clout.
Right.
You know, so
Oh, getting the vaccination.
that
You
too.
don't have sound evidence on why you should not. However, the decision is being made loosely off of
Everybody else.
social media.
Yeah. So
But that's your business, though.
I think that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people don't make certain moves. Is because they're worried about they don't be their authentic self, because they are
Never.
worried about what other people going to think, what
Exactly.
this person going to say, how this person going to feel.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I mean, it's time to stop.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't believe in themselves. They think that they do. Where's my phone? I got something I want to talk about.
No. What?
I'm gonna get my phone.
Okay. But
What?
while she's but what? But while she's looking for her phone, going back, your family, your circle of
Yes.
influence, if you will, we'll
Yes.
call it your circle of influence.
Absolutely.
They do affect. I mean, they do have a say so sometimes in the choices you make when you're not
We allow them
dead
to.
set on
We definitely allow
what
them.
you have to be headstrong. You have to be almost like a tree
Right.
when it's something that you believe in, deeply rooted in that. And that's why a lot of people say that Tauruses are stubborn,
Mm-hmm.
but it's really not being stubborn. It's really just being headstrong in your beliefs,
Right.
right? So we'll use family as one of the biggest oppositions in
Yes.
what's keeping you from achieving your goal. But
Let me find this
yeah,
because I want to talk about
your
this.
core beliefs,
Core beliefs.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Also, like we said, people don't believe in themselves. I can just
they
go
don't they
list.
don't believe in
People don't.
themselves,
Yeah, people don't believe
true,
in themselves.
or they
Sometimes
lack the discipline.
people think they're not worthy, but see, that's things you can develop right there.
You can develop
People
discipline.
definitely will feel like they're not worthy.
Uh-huh.
You have people who they lack self confidence.
Okay.
Um,
I'm with that.
you have people who um let me look at this thing because I did the whole flyer. Here, I made the flyer and put all the things on there and can't even remember. We got
Well, but
hey Tangy. What
hey
Tangy say?
Tangy.
What she
Okay,
say
let me
while
read
I'm
what
looking at
Tangy said.
this?
Tangy said refusal to heal from past traumas or negative experience. Okay. Many carry things around because it gets them attention or they feel justified, and that's just me and their unwillingness to heal and become better holds them back. I definitely agree with that, Tangy. That's just me. Because people definitely do that. But another thing, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, you don't have a schedule, you lack discipline.
Right.
So you can't keep up with that. That's what sometimes is keeping you.
Exactly. Also,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough time,
But that's because you don't
or
have a schedule.
I don't have enough time. I don't have enough. I don't have the money.
Oh, okay.
Um, at the end of the day, it's always about somebody, or it's all about lack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It's always negative words, right?
Right.
I
Negative
don't.
self-talk.
I can't.
Negative self-talk.
Um, exactly.
Negative self-talk is the number one.
Excuses.
Yeah.
There's always
You
an
don't.
excuse.
Here's one that's really gonna get you. You don't have an accountability partner.
Mm.
You're friends with people that say that they love you,
Mm-hmm.
however, they don't hold you accountable.
Right.
This is where I'm at with okay, my partner, like, hey, um, I've been doing this all my life. That don't make it right.
Right. That's just because
That
you.
don't make it right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to be accountable for your words
Yes.
and your actions, no matter what.
Right.
If I did it, I did it. If I said it, I said it. Right. So when someone's like, well, I've been doing this way for however many years, that doesn't make it right.
Right.
So you have to have someone to hold you accountable for things, because if not, you're going to hold yourself back from achieving a bigger goal than what you need. Another thing is, people don't attach what they're doing with purpose. And sometimes the universe will not respond in the way that you think it should respond when you're doing it for selfish reasons, because we're all put on the earth to serve other people. So we're not doing this podcast just for us. We're doing this podcast to inspire, to communicate, to start conversations that wouldn't normally be started, because we weren't taught to talk about these things. Right. We aren't taught to talk about setting goals. We weren't taught to say, how do you get over being yourself? Like, we weren't taught to heal ourselves, because we were taught that you get more attention if you're broken. And that came from just generations down. And again, I know y'all don't like me saying this, but that's post-slavery trauma.
Here we go. I don't.
But
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It definitely is.
But it still hinders us from being our true selves. It still hinders us from going from 0 to 100. A lot of people stuck at 25 and don't know why.
And a lot of times we have people who on a more physical aspect is they lack the knowledge or the skills that is required, and some of them are just lost. They don't even know really who they are to make a decision about what they want to be or who they want to be. And my thing is, like, what's holding you back? And this can be in a lot of different things, right? So we can be talking about just going for something that it is that you want. You want to buy a house. Why you're not out there applying? Why you're not doing this? Why you're not
educating
yourself
on the type of loans to get a home?
If you know that this is something, and it's things that you're passionate about, right? Things that you really, 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 really want, you can manifest those things, whether you actually have what society says that you have to have to qualify.
But you have to believe.
If it's for you, it is for you.
If it is for you, it is definitely for
you. There's too many of us who, and I can include myself, there are too many of us who have had faith, or have faith and had that belief that, hey, this is what I want. I'm going after what I want. I'm expecting to get this thing that I want. You wrote it down.
You made it plain.
And you went afterwards.
And then here we are.
Not worrying about if you qualified, not worried about if you had the skills, not worried about if you had the network or the resources or any of those things, because we know that if we have that faith and that belief that it's going to happen, that everything that you need to get there is going to be given to you as you go. And it's crazy. And there's one thing that I saw today, which is really crazy. It's on subject, but a little bit off subject. So I was on social media, and one of the guys I follow is an amazing film producer. I don't know if y'all ever seen Atlanta Group Trucks or whatever. The movie production stuff. Yeah. So Chase Walker, he actually he owns that black entrepreneur.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Chase. He's been doing it for a long time. He's been very, very successful in it. But he made a post today, and I knew he was not talking about himself because of what he does. He's a business owner himself, but he made a post. And no, actually said a day ago, yesterday. And this post, it was alarming for me, to me, right? Because of the things that I know now and the mindset that I have now that I didn't have before. And what it said was, stop letting broke entrepreneurs tell you to quit your job.
And that's going to go over
a lot of people
head, because...
But what was more appalling was the comments.
I don't even
Okay, so his comment, though, was, The grass is broker on that side. Do what makes you happy though. Sure.
Who said that?
This is what Chase said. That was his comment.
Okay, if you quit your job.
No, the
Because,
whole
but let's just talk
states.
about. Let's just say this. Let's just break that down. Because if you know any entrepreneur, you are broke. You are broke 98% of the time. But that 2%, that shrink-a-dank, that boom boom scoop, that scoop scoop boom, you got some money. But because you're funding your dream, right? Because if you are an entrepreneur, we're thinking like that's your dream. This is your ultimate goal. So the first couple of years is gonna be you grinding. That's why you don't have to pay taxes.
Listen, this really got me when I saw this though, and just seeing some of the comments. Where everybody's saying, "Oh, this this is the truth." Da 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 da. And then you had somebody talking about scammers. And I'm sitting here like, mindset. Do you understand? And it's nothing wrong with being an employee. It really is not. I was an employee for a very long time. And I still do some work, but it's on a whole different level. But it's just like it's just baffling to me because it's like, so you okay with somebody telling you?
No, I don't.
Somebody telling you where you need to be, what time you got to be there.
I don't think he meant that. I think he meant
it's not about what he meant.
What he implied.
It's about the interpretation.
Right.
I'm going by the comments.
Oh.
See, that's what I'm saying. You can say something.
The perception.
The perception.
We've been talking about perception
from other people. You may have it. Yes. You may think it one way.
Right. But someone else may receive.
But it all boils down to mindset, though. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like the mindset. Because like I said, there's nothing wrong with having a job. The problem is, and I know people heard this a lot of the times, it's about only having a job. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you're passionate about? And true enough, everybody are not meant to be entrepreneurs, business owners, or whatnot. But to me, everybody is meant to be an investor.
Right.
But when people don't educate themselves to understand what it is that's required for them to get out of the rat race and to actually be wealthy, they miss it. And you end up having a mediocre ass life, doing mediocre shit. Routine.
But that's what school teaches.
That's what school teaches.
You're being taught to enjoy the routine.
Exactly.
You are being taught to the fact that you think that
it's a scam when somebody trying to help you to get out of the routine so you can actually live a real free life.
But
let's make that make sense though.
It is a mindset because a job is just over broke.
Yes, it is.
Just over broke.
They give you just enough to make it to the next week. Or to the next check.
Me personally, my life, I am willing to work 8 hours for someone and then work the rest of the hours for myself until I can pay till what I'm passionate about pays for itself. Right. So I don't think I'm not receiving it as him telling people to never become an entrepreneur. I'm thinking he's saying, don't go to the source that's not successful, but probably reach out to successful people, successful, because you can't really, like when people walk away from their job, you have to hustle. It is a hustle, right? A job is it's not really even it's not even really being comfortable. A job is not because you can be fired. No, it's not. No, because Georgia is an at-will employer. You can be fired at any point. But it is comfortable getting a steady paycheck that you know that's gonna come to you regardless, no matter what. When you step
it's called playing it safe.
Yeah, okay. So when you step from employee, right, to boss, every day is a hustle. You start off with $0 every morning, and whatever your overhead is, you have to cover that every day. So let's say I quit my job to drive, or to do DoorDash, right? Because you can make money doing DoorDash. You can make money doing Uber and Lyft. Right. You can make money, but guess what? When it's cold outside, when it's raining, when traffic is bad, when traffic is good, rain, sleet, hail, snow, you gotta be there.
That's what we call
gotta be there.
Employed, which is no different than being employed. Exactly. The only difference is that one, you make your own schedule. Two, you create your own price points. At the same token, both of y'all still paying taxes. Sure. And guess what? If you don't work, you don't eat. Guess what? Also, you're trading your time for money. Okay. And that's the whole thing. People say, oh, I'm a business owner, not really understanding that a business owner actually have leverage. They leverage people to do the work for them so that they don't have to do it. Right. So being a self-employed person with the business is not being a business owner.
Because,
and I don't mean to step on folks' toes, but that's what it is. Because you still got to get your ass up, and you have to work. Get up and you have to work.
Right.
Not saying that it's not a stepping stone, but my thing is this, and I mean, I'm about entrepreneurship. I'm about small business owners. I'm about self-employed. I'm about it all. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Been an employee for a very long time, but always was kind of like scratching to get out. I felt confined. I felt like I hit a ceiling. Like you learn this, you learn that.
You be tired. You don't have no time.
And you're dealing with a whole lot of stuff, and it's just like,
because I can't.
Not even so much say deserve better. Say you deserve better, but you know that your calling is somewhere else. Even though that thing that you're doing, for example, for me, I love working in public health. I love helping people. I love working with people. Period. Right. I would do that for free as long as I had some other income and everything coming in. Right. But that's what I like doing.
Saving lives.
Right. Up. But at the end of the day, it was just still like I'm supposed to be on a bigger platform than this.
Yeah.
It's like it's somebody else telling me how far I can go.
Right.
As an employee, you ain't never living in your boss's neighborhood.
You're not. Because why would they do that? Why would they do that though? Why would they do that? Why would they pay you to live where they live? Because then you wouldn't work for them.
That's my point, though.
Unless you really love what you were doing. Unless you love what you were doing.
It's going to always be that.
And then you
can think about it. Like even in college or whatever, you taking all these different courses on business, entrepreneurship classes, all these special classes. But then realize, like, how am I taking a business class from somebody who ain't even got a business? Make that make sense.
So rich dad, poor dad.
You understand?
Right?
Yeah.
Because the school system isn't created to
it's designed they built you to be a employee.
For you to be a worker.
Employee, exactly.
So but from what he was saying, I don't think he meant it like that. I don't think he could have used better words.
No, at the end of the day, we don't know what his intentions are.
Yeah.
I know who he is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you also have those people, like I said, you just got to read the comments.
Yeah.
You have to read the comments to understand.
Because you be in those comments and you like to argue with these.
I'm not arguing with nobody, but I'm going to say my piece.
And I can't be in the comments and going back and forth because baby,
I did not.
Respectfully, ma'am. Sir, listen, where do you live? Because listen,
somebody said facts. Don't be tricked out of your stability. Do what's best for you.
Because that's what we were taught.
Mm-hmm.
Get a job. Mm-hmm. No, we were taught go to college, get a job, right? And retire the job after 40 years. Mm-hmm. Be on the same job. When you switch jobs.
But then after you've retired in 40 years, you're going to go back and work at Walmart.
Yeah, as retirement. Because they didn't teach you how to invest in your retirement. Or you didn't take advantage of your 401k at your job if they had one. But here's the thing, right? I went to college.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm $40,000 in debt because my parents and family thought I needed a degree in a stable field, healthcare, or a school teacher. I'm not going to be dealing with kids every day, all day, 8 hours.
Right.
Not me. So I'm going to choose healthcare. But guess what? I don't like blood. I don't like to see people passed out. I don't. Neither one of these fields were for me. I wanted to be an esthetician from gate. I've been digging in people's skin since I was little because I just like think it's cool to like dig out blackheads or whatnot. But here's the thing: that wasn't a honest living or a financial stability for me to do that because my family didn't even know what sunscreen was. They thought you had to be white to use sunscreen.
Yeah, a lot of us
Hence
did
this
for the
sun damage.
longest.
You understand? So it's just like they didn't know, they wasn't educated.
Right.
But that's what I was passionate about doing. So that's
Right.
what I would have done. So that's why I'm all for like people doing what it is that they
They're
love to
passionate
do.
about.
But your dream is your dream. So if you can't pay your bills, that's not my business. You understand?
Yeah.
So whatever it is you gotta do to pay your bills, your way of living until you can fund your dream, then you gotta figure that out for you because that's not nobody else's responsibility.
Right.
So if you want to go live your dream, cool. But I shouldn't have to pay for your dream because if I'm gonna pay for your dream, why I can't pay for my own dream? Right?
Oh, trust I get that.
So that's why I was like, I don't think he was meaning it like, oh, stop, don't quit your job for a broke person.
No. He said stop letting these broke entrepreneurs. So that's my thing. Where's the journey? You don't know. And what is a broke entrepreneur?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Let's be clear on your word choice, sir.
The whole thing about that is like, okay, you may have somebody who's just getting started, who believe in themselves enough to say, you know what, forget this. You know, I'm either gonna be all in or nothing because it's one thing that's kind of true. It is very, very hard to follow your passion and actually be really successful in it when you're giving 8 to 10 hours a day to somebody else fulfilling their dream.
Okay.
That is kind of hard.
It is.
You know, shoot, you know, I have my whole dance company.
Listen, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving an 8-hour job to go pick up my child, then go straight to my studio.
Yeah.
For rehearsals every day of the week, just about getting on late.
But that's what you was
know
passionate
what I'm saying? But I was
about.
passionate about it,
and
right?
So it ain't really work,
right?
Because you'll stay up for the shit that you want to do,
Girl.
that you passionate about.
Listen,
you can go. You'll be halfway asleep at this 8-hour job. Listen, I'm tired because I was doing what I need to do for me. Because I could die tomorrow and y'all don't have an ad in the paper the next day.
But just think of this though. Put it like this. Think of how much further you may be able to go if you was able to put that other 8 hours that you was giving them somebody into that, and what you're passionate about or whatever that goal is.
And that is always the struggle when you do have a dream, right?
Yeah.
But then responsibilities, then yourself, fear, you know, the confidence, you know what I'm saying? But like during this pandemic, right? I done talked to so many people during this pandemic. So many people got a $20,000 jump start. Ooh, maybe some people got 50, 100,000. I don't know what the money was like. Dime. Here's the thing. Here's what I know, right? I asked, what did you do with the money? Some people bought a house, a place to stay. Some people fixed their credit so that they could be in a better position to find somewhere to stay. Okay. Some people started businesses. Some people bought cars. Some people bought bodies. Some people saved. Now, I do believe you should have some savings, but you can invest also because saving money will piss you off.
First of all, saving money ain't doing nothing.
Whatever. I don't even know what the percentage is.
Money is nothing but paper unless it's moving.
Yeah.
Period. So it's nothing but paper unless it's moving.
But they give you this.
You have to circulate money.
Dividend interest rates or whatever they give you, like for leaving the money in your account.
What that 1% you get?
I don't even know how much it is.
Less than 1% that you get at the end of the year.
No, they give you monthly, like if you do like a credit union, they give you monthly. Shit. It still is not. But what I'm saying is, the government gave a lot of people money to do something with it.
Mhm.
Like right now, we should have people thriving in businesses,
Mhm.
thriving in their dreams, debt free.
Mhm.
But guess what? We
Mhm.
don't, because it falls back on what? Education. It falls back on core beliefs. And if that wasn't in you, then that's not what you're going to aspire to do.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So if we're not taught from a younger age that we can create our own wealth, then we're not going to see that, because some people, when you say I started a business, they want it. But if you say I got a new job,
Yep. They gonna.
so
Oh,
if you
girl,
say, but
congratulations.
it goes on the fear, right?
Mhm.
So people will project their fear off on you.
Yeah.
If I was to get a $50,000 jump start, I'm done with corporate America. Period.
Let me get you that
Period.
50,000.
I'm done,
It's coming.
because, and even though I love my job, I love what I do, and
She's great at what she do.
I love what I do, man. Listen, because I like to argue.
Mhm.
I'm a fraud investigator anyway. I investigate fraud. Guess what? I love my job because I'm doing both. I like to argue and I like to investigate fraud. Shit, hey, it ain't even work for me.
Like I
You know what
said,
I'm
she's
saying?
good at what
It's not
she
even
do.
work. It ain't work because I like to do this shit,
She's
right?
good at what
I'm
she
having
does.
a good time. But if I had like $50,000 jump start, bam, quick, Phoenix Rejuvenation, here we get. Like, here we go. This is what I would do. But like on my road to get there, I'm, I take and receive information from anybody. I mean, because you can't shoot the messenger,
Right.
right?
But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand too. You're different.
Oh.
You're not average.
Oh.
So, no, I'm just saying your mindset is different than a lot of other people that, especially a lot of women that we come across. Seriously.
Yeah.
But back to what you were saying though about this money the government gave out and all this stuff, and you had people were invested. Some were supposed to invest.
They went on trips. You need a trip.
Just think about this though. Think about all the people that actually quit their job, who would not even go back to their job because
right now,
because unemployment was giving you more than what your job was paying you.
Yeah. So,
and then people saying, "Oh, I can't find a job," but it's so many people out here hiring.
McDonald's is paying $16 an hour.
But see, that's where we fall into the whole what is it called? Real quick, I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for.
What is the word? Poverty.
Yeah, it's poverty. Poverty mindset. You don't want to work at McDonald's because you think about your image.
I would work if I didn't have an option.
No, I'm saying you have people
I'm at McDonald's.
Who don't have an education,
to McDonald's, man.
who don't have any skills, who don't have anything. They're at rock bottom or at the bottom or however you want to call it. And it's no judgment, but you can't sit around here and say, there's no jobs. People will hire you.
They will.
But you don't want to start at the bottom.
Because people judge people. Let me tell you something.
Man, sometimes you gotta
and listen, I had, I've always had two jobs. I had two jobs a lot. So I worked at this was the very first year they had birthday bash. Very first year they had birthday bash. I was working at Waffle House on Wesley Chapel. This is my second job. I'm working midnight. Right? I'm working the night shift from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So they come in, because you work 12 hours as a waitress. So they come in, the people from the party. So these group of people, now mind you, I had a job. I had another job during the daytime. So they came in between those two jobs. So they came in, and the girl was so nasty to me because she was looking at me like she was better. Now, the girl took the stuff. I guess I wasn't moving fast enough. So the motherfucker took the stuff on the table and threw it on the floor.
Oh, no.
Listen. I'm the same person that's paying somebody to come into the store to clean the bathroom because I wasn't finna be mopping their floor. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, y'all, you come here, clean this bathroom up for me. I'll give you $5. So, okay. So now I'm an employer because I'm employing. Okay, but anyway, but the girl was looking at me like, you work here, don't you? Like, she was like, bitch, do you know who you even talking to?
Right.
Like, you don't
Right.
even know me, bitch. So I didn't pick up anything, but her friends started helping me pick up the stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, because I wasn't gonna do it. And they was like, we sorry for her. But then I was at, what's that over there by V103, the restaurant that they used to have
the SunTrust. I mean,
no,
Citizens Trust.
Not that, right next to V103 in that
They're in the Citizens Trust, aren't they? No. They're at that was 1079. No, they're at I know, Colony Square.
Yeah, but what's the restaurant that was there? Shout or Twist or something like that?
Oh yeah, Shout.
And
I think it was.
I was on a date night, and the girl was like, bitch, you work here, I don't have to work here. And I'm like, dang, now I remember. That's why they treated me like that when I was at the Waffle House, because you looking at me like I'm nobody.
Listen.
Right? Because you eating at the Waffle House, bitch. What's over $20 over here?
Right.
Hello. But anyway, so people have, it's okay, babe. People have a bad attitude about workers, right?
Yeah.
In a food industry.
Yeah.
So maybe like they don't want people to treat them like they're nobody.
Because it's a company. Everybody, we have to.
But if I didn't have a job,
we gotta treat everybody with respect.
You do have to treat everybody with respect. First, especially people that's handling your food, because first of all, you got my credit card.
Right.
And you got my food.
Right.
You got two things that I'll fuck you up over. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, come on, like, you can poison me, spit in my food, and you can take my credit card information and run it up. I'm not going to be disrespectful to you at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At all.
Yeah.
At all. But they ain't got common sense, because these folks be feeling they so full of themselves.
So let me ask this then. So for those people who don't want, is it worth that though? Not talking about from your situation, but like what we were saying before, you have people who don't have nothing but will prefer to lean on government assistance rather than get them a job at a Burger King or a McDonald's or a Waffle House.
Is it
just to save face?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know how much money the government paying.
Like, no, but you have people that's like that.
But when I was young,
before pre-COVID, you have people like that pre-COVID. You know,
because you think you factor in housing, food stamps, insurance, Medicaid, and then they give you cash, right? So I was a young mom. So the thing, we're gonna give you $234
for food stamps.
No, cash for tennis. $234 for one child.
Shit, then you gonna get
like $200 for food stamps. Now, all we need you to do is fill out all this motherfucking information and come back. Baby, I'll go get a job. The application for a job ain't even this detailed. I will work 2 and 3 jobs, because guess what? $234 is no money when you looking at it. Plus food, $434 plus Medicaid. I mean, am I going to the doctor that much? Then, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like they fool you into thinking that it's something free. And that's why I don't like the Democratic Party, because I feel like they enable people, because they are all for, like, I would be a socialist because we all should take care of each other. I don't think a basketball player should get more than a teacher. Why? That don't make sense to me, right? That's foolish to me. They got billions of dollars, and then these teachers are struggling to pay their damn rent, but they teaching your kids. They taught the basketball players, but that's another story on another day. But when you see, like, the way this society is ran, it's just like they want to keep people poor.
Of course.
They want people to depend on them so that they can have control over their beliefs, what they're doing. Y'all thought when they start putting them fences up, it was just that. No, just to keep your ass locked in. I mean, Goody Mob was on it. Even when they did the thing with the EBT, that was a rollout for them to go to credit cards fully so they can track your money at all times, where you spending it at, how much you spending, so then we can control this tax situation that ain't going nowhere, that y'all ain't paying taxes on this money because they don't tax drug dealers, because they can't tax cash because they don't know, right? So they want to keep, they using that as like a grassroots project, and now they okay with it. Now they trying to tell y'all that there's no cash, no paper currency.
Well, I mean, then you gotta look on the opposite end too. We are going into a whole digital.
We are, and that is, and that's true. But they can't regulate that right now. So that's why they ain't pressed the gas, because they want to know how we gonna be able to regulate it. If the government can't regulate it, they don't get behind it. The government wants to be able to control you. Yeah, they gonna have to. Yeah, true.
The banks already are. So,
but that's basically what they want us to do. They want us to be dependent so they control us, because if they can control us, then they know what they will allow.
But here's the thing. What they want to allow. I know we're getting off subject or not, but this I like this topic though. Still tight. I love this topic. So, but the thing about that though is, okay, so how do you bridge the gap? How do you close the gap? Because at the end of the day, you're going to have people that continue to make these same decisions. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who we saying trying to control us, we don't even have those. They don't even matter at this point.
They don't,
because you still have people with the same poor mindset that's going to continue to do the same poor ass shit.
Right.
Let's be real. And you can put it in their face. You can try to give them opportunities, but it start with the mindset. They have to make up their mind to actually want that change.
They do. It do start with self, which I did say the person that you look at in the mirror is your biggest hindrance, your biggest hater. However, your circle of influence.
I was just about to get to that.
Everybody around you is lying to your ass, then what do you think? Right. If they sit here telling you, "Oh, girl, you look good with these clawed ass nails," and no, right? Listen. Not at an everyday job. When I seen the woman with the 35 millimeter lashes on at the damn Waffle House, baby, it's too early. I don't want lashes in my damn eggs. Right. Ma'am, listen.
Yeah.
I wear lashes. I'm not saying you can't wear lashes. But at what point do you say, let me be considerate of somebody else's food, because these lashes might fall out in their food? Why didn't your coworkers tell you, instead of saying, "Girl, them lashes look good, who did them?" and then talking about her behind her back?
Of course.
So why not tell her, "Hey, maybe you can wear a smaller pair of lashes to the job that looks more appealing." But you hating on me, because anytime you tell somebody about themselves, then you instantly become a hater. What did Tangy and John
said? Yep. Give them excuses to be mediocre and live in lack.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
But Tangy, guess what? Guess why they're comfortable in lack? Because there's no expectations in lack. There's no expectations in lack, and no one sits around and tells you that it's not okay to live in lack. When you start talking about money, that's when you start getting haters. That's when you start getting people that say you think you better than everybody. Just because I aspire to have more than what you have, or I aspire to do not even more than what you have, just because I aspire to have more than what I had previously, because evolution is being better this day than what you were yesterday. Right. So if I'm not evolving, then what the hell am I here for?
If it does not evolve me, it does not involve me.
Exactly.
And we put that shit on the shirt.
So, but lack, put that on the shirt tomorrow. But lack is a byproduct of slavery. Staying below the radar, it's a byproduct of slavery. Because you don't want to get too big, because then you don't want to make the poor crackers mad, and they're going to whip you. That's what they was called back then.
So let me say this though.
Say it.
And I get it. And I understand.
Okay.
But right now, right? Let's fast forward right now.
2021.
Right now, we are in the best position.
We are.
And have the most resources and the most opportunities.
We do.
As African Americans, blacks, brown people, indigenous people, however you want to call it.
Indigenous.
We are in a position right now to have way more than our ancestors anybody else have.
We are.
Right?
True.
Well, at what point are we gonna stop using certain excuses
Yeah.
for our lack? Because my thing is, I understand as far as what you're saying and where it may have stemmed from and why this and why that. But even right now, when you know, that's just like, for example, right?
But accountability, it goes
No,
back
for
to
example,
accountability.
it's one thing. Who was that I was talking to? I might have been talking to you when we was talking about somebody doing a crime, like one of our brothers doing a crime, right? And then they go to jail and they get the book thrown at them. First of all, number one, you already know that the jail is not designed for us. You know what I'm saying? It's designed for us, but it's designed to keep us there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way they
it's
keep
a business. It's a business.
But even stems back.
It's a business.
It stems back. Wait, if it's what's on Netflix, what's it called 13th. See that documentary if you haven't. But anyway, the whole thing. I get to. Whole thing about that though is if you know that you're going to get the worst sentence that they can give you, right? Um, if you know that the odds totally are against you anyway, right? And I'm not talking about somebody who had no other way. It's too many people that we know right now who grew up in a nice neighborhood, not really wanting for anything, yet they still chose to go out and do crime based on the stuff that they see. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, you can't even say it's environment. You know, it's just trying to be cool. So anyway, they get out there, they already know, man, they killing us. Man, listen, you know, you're gonna go out there, they're gonna give you the work the most time possible. Da 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 woo woo. And then you still make the decision to go out there, and then here go your people with a free such and such shirt on, or you see them on social media talking about, oh, they ain't have to give them that sentence. Hold on, pause. Pump the brakes. You knew that it was. You knew how this thing. You knew how this was designed, though.
Right.
And I understand, you know, the mindset from the lack and all this stuff that had happened, you know, slavery, da 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 da. Woo, woo. I understand all that, but even right now, it never have a light bulb came off and just said.
But that's the topic. What's holding you back? Tangi even mentioned it first in her comment where Tangi said, people are not healing from past traumas. It's impossible to heal from something that you are unwilling to confront. If you are unwilling to tell the honest truth about who you are, who your parents were, what you were brought up in, then you are incapable of healing whatever it is that you're going to go through in the future. Mm-hmm. So when things like that come into play, it's you're still just reacting subconsciously. You're not even reacting where you're consciously thinking about your decisions. You're thinking, if I don't do this crime, my friends gonna talk about me, because that's more. But that's more important than you thinking about I could possibly get time. Now, why I don't do crime? Why? Just why? What do I say I don't want to do? Where nobody else's pennies, because I already was forced to do that before, right? So guess what? I'm never gonna do that again. So regardless of what, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not interested in doing that again. I participated. Right. I didn't like it. Sent the postcard, came my ass home, and set the hell down. And now I'm gonna live right. That's it. Period. Like, I don't even know. I don't want to break a crime.
All right. John says it's more, let me see, it's more a group thing than an individual thing. As an individual, you can do anything you want in this country, but as a group, you have to work together. And there are, what is that? Mental forces that work to keep us confused. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
and to hate
Christianity
and not trust each other. And it's power in the group, which is the issue. You're right. You can only grow so
John
much.
Tried to show
you
a
can,
shot.
You're right.
First
we
of all,
need each
I
other.
seen that John tried to throw a shot at me when he said she is right because she is right. Like, he being facetious. But guess what? Okay. John, I don't even care today. How about that? But
yeah, too many followers out here. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that's true. That's what John said. She don't. She just love you to death.
Listen.
Yes. But I'm just saying, like,
We
I get it, but we can't sit here and continue to have the same excuse all the time. I'm not saying that it does not play a factor.
okay.
But let's be real. All of us did not grow up in a slum. All of us didn't grow up
True.
having to with this type of crab in a barrel type of mentality. It's just it just depends. But like I said, because I know personally, I know someone who went down a life of crime who didn't have to, rest in peace. They're not here no more. But their parents gave them everything. Like they lived, they grew up in a amazing, rich like neighborhood.
Entitlement.
No, there was no entitlement though. That's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? The parents just some hardworking parents who instilled.
I'm saying the kid
instilled some greatness in them. But it was like, but you're gonna work for this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. You gotta, it was I don't know, all mind you the Hustables. I ain't even gonna lie. Like they was,
clip and
parents,
clear. Okay.
Parents did good for them, but it was there. It wasn't like the parents worked all the time,
But that's outside looking in.
Yeah, well,
because sometimes,
but still,
kids be having
even to that when you know that. I mean, you are wanting for nothing on the financial. I'm talking about financially, and you still decide, let me go out here and just sell dope.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying. But then it's the lifestyle you got caught up in.
Because why? As a black man, if you want to be the man, you either a pimp or you sell drugs. They don't say the man is the neighborhood candy man that own the candy store on the corner. He not the man. The man is
again the drug dealer and the said before influencers.
Exactly.
Your person, your distraction from influencers.
But the internet has really.
It wasn't even on internet. I mean, we had internet, but it wasn't on social media.
But your friends, because if you have a sound background, guess what? Somebody who live in the projects is gonna make life hard for you because they didn't have a sound background. I like to read. I'm on the bus read. I got made fun of because I like to read.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's post-trauma slavery. But again, look, the person who had to deal with the parents, now I got to prove to them I'm just as hard as them. For what reason? Because I have a family that loves me. So now I got to act like I'm a gangster because my family loves me. But unfortunately, that's what happens in our community.
It is.
It happens all the time.
It ain't just our community, but we talking about our community.
Yeah, because I'm not white. I don't know what white people go through. I don't have them kind of problems. I don't know what white privilege feels like because I'm black. So, but I know, like,
you was in the house.
No.
I'm just playing.
I'm the first person to be in the cotton field. Hell,
no,
you ain't never been in the cotton field. I've been in the cotton field. No, because my mouth. They ain't gonna like to put up with me. They would have been putting me out the house quick. Like, get this motherfucker out of here. We sick of her ass. Straight up. Shit, me and Nat Turner, we riding together. Me and Nat Turner gonna revolt. Like, that's what I was gonna be on.
Right.
Right. But no, I like getting out your way.
Yeah.
Right. Recognizing that you are your first problem.
So let me ask.
Okay. Spill it, girl.
What's holding you back?
What's holding me back? Fear.
Okay.
Fear holds me back from a lot of things. That's all of us. Fear holds me back from a lot of things because I know the road that I've taken to get to this point in my life, and I know what I've had to do when I was in that life, and I don't want to have to ever go back to doing the things that I did. So, because that's not pretty for me, right? Yeah. So I don't want to go back to that. So it's safer for me to be here than it is for me to be there.
Right.
So fear definitely holds me back. My core values, I wouldn't say core values are a big thing for me. Would you say core values are a big thing for you?
Nope.
Yeah, because
I think not any. What you mean by core values?
Like the things that make you who LA is, Like,
that shouldn't hold you back. Those were
yeah,
things that
yeah. But
should
sometimes those
push
things
you
do, because
forward.
those things were instilled in us by our parents.
Not when you have. So that's why I was saying, like, I don't. Mm, I don't call them
Like,
core
let's say you
values. I
grew
know
up
what you're
in
saying
church.
though.
You grew up in church.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Sort of.
core. That's your core.
I
The church
understand what
is
you're
your core.
saying,
But as you
but
grew older, you knew like something ain't right.
I mean, I'm that person. Me and
Yeah.
my father,
Yeah.
we argue all the
Hey,
time,
listen. So,
and
but that would still be considered your core beliefs, because that's what you were brought up on.
yeah, I get that, but that's yeah, no. Mm-mm. So, and I only say that because yeah, on both sides of my family, very much so into church,
Yes. Yes.
but yeah, at a very young age, well, young adult, I
Hey,
was
this
just
ain't.
like, okay, I went off and did my own thing, and not so much say I went away from church. Actually, I went more in depth in the church,
Into church.
but then I got to a point where I was like, you know what, I do believe in God. Um, I felt like my ministry, my work was not in the church.
Right.
I
You
it's not. I
you
was supposed to be doing other things, other places, ministering to other people in different ways.
Yeah, because that's
That
what
was
we're
connected
doing
to my
now.
passion and my gift.
Yeah.
So it does not necessarily have to be in the
The
church. And
church.
so yeah. But my thing is, once I figured out who I was and what I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
that
That all the rest
that
of them
core
have.
value stuff
Yeah.
that didn't matter to me. And
But
who I'm
that's where
trying to
your core.
impress. My thing is, and like we said, a lot of times it go down to what like you said, our parents.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I've come to the conclusion of this right here. If we were put on the earth to make our parents happy, our assignments would be done, and we wouldn't be here that long.
We wouldn't be here
You understand
long.
what I'm saying? And just understand that your parents, yeah, we honor them, but they were just a vessel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We all have an assignment here, and it has nothing to do with our parents.
Right.
It don't.
But they would like to think that it has something to
That's
do with them.
understood, but it doesn't. So I'm okay with my parents not being okay. I'm being honest though.
and that's
I'm
a free
okay with
and
my parents not being
that's
okay
free.
because I can't live for my parents. Do I want
But
to make
that's
them proud?
free.
Absolutely.
That's free. But a
I
lot
want
of
to make
people.
them proud, but I cannot and I will not
Uh,
live my life based on how they think that I should be living my life.
yeah. But a lot of people are in bondage by family.
Yeah.
Yep, they are in
Yeah.
bondage, and I am going to say bondage because it does keep you from living your free life. Like that does happen.
Mm-hmm.
But what about wanting it for the wrong reasons? Have you ever wanted something for the wrong
Well,
reason? Like, do you think that keeps you from achieving a level of success?
mm, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so too. I
Absolutely.
think so. I think anytime I've tried to do something for the wrong reason, I've actually,
That's why I'm not a grudgeful person.
yeah,
I think a vengeful person.
it
Like it's
actually
gonna
has
always work
cost me
itself out.
more in the long
It's gonna
run.
always cost you more.
It actually has cost me
It's gonna
more in the
always
long
cost you
run.
more.
Anytime I've done something for the wrong reason. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm with you with about fear and everything, but as far as what's holding me back,
Yeah. What is that? What is that?
you already know what mine is.
Confidence? No, because you
It's
hella
not
confident.
confidence, girl. It's
Because
my
you hella.
consistency. Shit,
So you lack discipline.
man, do I?
But we've tried to get you a schedule.
Listen.
We've
I'm a
tried
work
to
in
put on
progress,
this schedule.
and it's gonna work out. I have
Like
faith, and
us
I
being
believe
here
that
at
it's
9
gonna work
o'clock
out.
on Wednesdays because we committed to that. That's us adhering to the schedule,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's
And my
why we
mentor,
try to do it. That's
thank you,
why we
Chad.
try to do that.
My mentor
Right?
told me that.
Yeah.
And he
You
said
got to.
you're
You
gonna
have
need
to
to get you
commit
a
yourself.
schedule,
Yeah.
or you're gonna fall into a routine.
Because the schedule is everything, because it gives
I
you
don't like
direction.
schedules.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but it gives you a schedule.
Yeah. I need.
It
Yeah.
gives you. It doesn't leave room for extra.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You right.
The foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
So
Distractions.
So 2022 is around the corner, and I'm thinking that we should just kick off 2022 with
Set a light bulb.
like manifesting, affirmations, a schedule, um because we went through this whole journey on recognizing our strengths, recognizing our weaknesses, getting over past trauma, how we get over past trauma. Now we're introducing, am I the person that's holding me back? And if you're really
We always
honest
the
with
person. We
yourself
always
after all of these,
are.
after every podcast, if you go and you can go back and listen to it on Apple Podcasts or Google Play Podcasts, and after every podcast, if you're truly honest with yourself and where you are in your life, like, you'll be ready on January 1, and we move forward with creating a schedule for us that's going to be beneficial to our lives to help increase our abundance, multiply it, be a service to others, because that's why we really are put here on the earth, is to be a service to other people. Not, it's not even about ourselves, right?
If you put people over profits,
Exactly,
you're gonna always
succeed. Always succeed.
Always succeed. People over profit.
And that's what's important for me in this journey, is to just be a light to others, to allow what I've been through, my testimonies, to be just a sort of reminder to somebody that they can get over whatever they're going through too. But I'll be ready on January 1. I think January 1, 2022, I think that would be a good day to do a meet and greet.
I thought we were doing in February.
I think January 1. So then we can do vision boards. We can do vision boards that day. We can do vision boards that day.
Let me check my calendar. I'm thinking that.
But I'm thinking that's gonna be. I'm thinking us being a service to others that's gonna jump that off. I think that's just gonna jump that off.
That is it. New Year's Day is a Saturday.
I think that will jump that off.
And honestly, y'all, I ain't planning on being in the country.
But even if she not, she can call in. She can call in. It's not a big deal for me. She can call in.
But no.
Or y'all can do it from home. Or it can be done from home.
We got to do something together.
I just really feel like that's just what's dropped in my spirit, because I think, like, you don't have one. You don't have a schedule.
So I have a semi schedule. Don't do that. I got a semi schedule. And what I mean by a semi schedule is I schedule what I'm doing. Like I get up every morning at the same time to do the things that I need to do.
Okay.
But then when that's done, I be like,
I don't know what I'm
gonna do. What's next?
Right. That's why.
But I'm on a whole new journey.
Okay. We gonna work on it.
I actually was already working up some stuff today. Tangia, she's still on. We working on something.
Okay. Well, you and Tangia,
I'm be doing something every other Monday at the office. So
okay.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm getting some stuff together.
Well, let's get it together. Because 2022 is around the corner. And y'all said in 2019 that it was gonna be y'all best year. Y'all said 2020 was gonna
2019 to now 2021
gonna be the best year ever. No, every year is gonna be the best year ever.
My year's been doing this right here.
Yes,
we taking
take off. If you up, man, listen. That's what I'm saying.
No
so
for me.
If you are holding yourself back, hey, get out your own way.
Get out your own way.
Get out your own way.
And how do you do that? Read some self-development books.
And we did a show on that. Go back and listen to that. We gave y'all a whole bunch of books that y'all can read. And guess what? You ain't even got them read them. You can use an Audible.
Yeah.
You can listen to it in the morning time.
At night, you can actually put on some manifestation.
You can definitely do that every night. You definitely want to close your night out with some type of,
it's called
gratitude, auto suggestion.
Auto suggestion. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Best way to manifest.
Yes, best way. So
auto suggestion.
My closing thoughts, because I know we're over time.
We started late.
We always be over time, but it was.
We started late today. We had a lot of technical difficulties today.
We're 2022. We're gonna be good in the technology field. I just want to say, all the time. I just want to say thank you all for joining in. 1, 2. Hey, if you are in your own way, get out of it. Right? Stop letting what happened 10 years ago affect your today.
Let it go. That's all. That's what I want to say. sis,
yes,
bro,
yes.
it's time to let
Look,
it go.
if what you believed in has not served you up until this point, let it go.
Mhm.
I mean, and if you don't have anything to believe in, you can assign to my belief. And I mean, listen, you can borrow anybody's belief until you can get your own.
You better say that.
I'm just saying.
You better say
Because
that.
guess what? If what you have believed in has not worked for you up until
Borrow
today,
somebody else's.
that's it.
Borrow somebody
Until you
else's.
can figure out something that's gonna work, right? What else? And stop looking for. I mean, advice is good, but trust yourself more.
Mm.
Learn how to trust yourself.
Mm.
Because a lot of us don't trust ourselves to make the best decisions because we always told that we're wrong. So trust yourself to make the best decision for you. And be a good human always. Always be a good human. And that's it. What you got, LA?
I mean, you said most of it, you
Oh,
know.
okay.
But one thing I do want to say is, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah, don't be afraid to
Because there's not a such thing as self-made. No matter what people want to tell you, somebody had to give somebody an opportunity. Somebody had to give somebody a resource. Somebody had to give somebody a word. Somebody had to do something to help that somebody
somebody had to
become
do
who they were, who they are, and who they're going to be.
Yeah.
So again, do not be afraid to ask for help, assistance. We got a network, that's just that we community. This is how that's what community is, right? And then on top of that, if you think about it, just like they said, something you talked about before, the whole little saying, um, it's not a race, it's a relay. It's not a relay either. I mean, it's not a marathon. It is a marathon, not a race, but we're saying it's a relay and not a marathon. Because in a relay, you have batons, and it is a group effort, and you have to help one another to actually get to that next level. So, yeah, I twisted it all up, but I corrected that thing.
But she got it.
I got it now.
That's your air horn. You need a new air horn. It's gonna sound. Yeah. See, hey, look, the legend said, dun, 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 dun. I said, no, that's not an air horn. So that's not an air horn.
But yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yes, guys, we are in the relay. We are in the relay. And if there's anything that I can assist with or help with, if you want to learn how to trade, you want to learn how to, invest in crypto and all this other stuff, man, meet me at the beach to the bank. Because that's where we going to be at.
Yes.
Or you can just hit me my DM.
Yes. It goes down in her DM.
No, it does not. But you can call it. I mean, you can text it, whatever. But yeah, visit us at lipstickandlies.com. Lipstickandlies.com.
Listen to us on podcast, on your Apple phone, your Apple device, or Google Play. I'm just too excited about that. And y'all don't know how excited I'd be to see Lipstick and Lies on this little purple app. Spotify on that list. Yeah, okay, LA said she gonna get us with the Spotify. And then next week, super excited about next week.
Oh.
You don't want to miss it. I gotta find a good guy for next week to come on.
John like music.
Man, I'm gonna get the Reverend to come.
Yeah, and the Reverend. Bring both of them.
John and the Reverend. John, we might need you.
So next week is called Speaker Box.
Oh, thank you, Pookie, for listening.
It's called Speaker Box. So
thank you.
What we're doing? No, we ain't gonna tell it. We just gonna let it.
No, we
can't. Gonna tell it. Go ahead and tell it. Next week we're gonna have Speaker Box. So
Speaker Box. So we're gonna sample songs from the 90s that help pave mold ideologies for young women. And we talked about that a little bit at the store today. So I'm super excited about that.
And these toxic relationships that y'all have created today.
Yes. So until then,
they manifested that.
We're gonna catch y'all at the beaches of the bank.
Cause
don't nothing move until the money move. And we are out. She said it. Go ahead. Oh, no, gotta add a little extra stuff to it.
No.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we are out.